All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Vegas, Fernando, Jean, Christopher, Preet. How's everybody doing? Everybody survive FOMC yesterday? We do have news at 8:30, so be careful of that. At work, that's good. No trade. 1 loss, 3 wins. Good. Nice. Yeah, I used to be so eager for trades that, I had to come to realize sometimes it's better just to not take a trade. I actually would like this LRE, even though it's behind my simplicity entry. And the reason why is we have HD on the 10 here. And look at this. On the 10, we have kind of like a bottom. It kind of bottomed out here. And then it broke. And now just pulled back to that bottom. And I would have liked that LRE. I wasn't prepared. I'm just still kind of getting my bearings together here. But 73 entry would have been about at this COI, 72.50. Yeah, could have gotten 5 points out of that. But I'm waiting. I'm not prepared yet. I am prepared now, but wasn't prepared. I mean, that's a perfect break and retest right here. This is pretty much what I love. And it's coming from the 10 tick. It's clear that it, started going sideways, broke through, pull back to retest that area. Didn't pull all the way back, but pulled back enough with HD and LRE, and that would have gotten my full 25 tick winner right there. And the reason why I hadn't fully analyzed everything yet, and when this pulled back, I don't like to just jump in, because then a lot of times if it loses, I'm like, I could have just not taken that, because I would have saw this if I would have taken a couple more seconds. So, but now I am ready. Morning, Enrico. Yeah, that's a good thing, Jean. That'll help for sure. And then, as time goes and you're spotting other things that can be confirmations, then you can kind of remove that requirement. I still prefer to have that HD or OD in my favor. But if I don't have that, then I do look for some other confirmations. Morning, Jim. And let's go to the 30 tick here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Yeah. 30 tick. This would have been a signal that it will push down and break out. So you have this mini magnet. So you see here's kind of where it went sideways. Right in here. Left these mini magnets. Started to come down. Pulled all the way back. Had a cluster. Pulled all the way back. And left a mini magnet right where those mini magnets were. And then closed down. That would give me a clear signal that this is probably going to push down. And it did. Yeah, we're getting close to news too. The only thing that I would have had a little bit of a red flag on this last one. I mean, everything else looked good. I still probably wouldn't it under, if I had been on already sitting here, I probably wouldn't have, it wouldn't have made me not take it. But the only thing is that you see it broke and it kind of bottomed here. And it left these two clusters right there near that wall. And then a cluster here. Star 4 low volume score, mini magnet. So kind of bottomed right here. And as it pulled back, my only concern going back down would be it hit this ZOI or double clusters like in this area and then pop up. I mean, it still would have been enough to get 20 ticks. But for it to come back down and get the full 25 that I go for, I would have been a little like, I would have probably had to take profit a little sooner, even though it did make it. But that would have been my only little concern, is this bottom out and the double clusters right there. But like I said, I still would have taken it. $24.5. Man. I don't think I could do that much. Now we're 5 minutes away from the news, so dark zone. Should be a bit of a market mover. Unemployment claims. Let's see what else. Few low impact news reports, but with it all combined, it'll make a little jump or dip, whichever way. We finally kind of got a little bit of separation from that 200 level for the moment. Yeah, and that's that level that so it's kind of right there. It kind of made that little burger. And that's those mini magnet levels where I was just saying, pulled down and came back and laid another mini magnet. So that tells you this area right here is pretty strong for the moment. All right, news is about to come out. About 10 seconds. See where the market goes. Tommy, it's based on orders. So depending on what the actual orders placed in the market are doing, it'll leave those order prints as they're called. The algorithm picks up different behavior patterns of the orders and plots it on our chart. That way, instead of just looking at a depth of market and seeing a bunch of numbers, we can actually see it displayed on a chart. All right, little jolt, little little dip and recover. Let's see if it has a little delayed reaction. Give it a few minutes here, just in case. Yeah, that's what I mean by orders. These are all orders that are being bought and sold in here. So, and then the algorithms work based on the orders that are people are placing, buying and selling, actual executed orders, and then it'll display like what it's seeing. All right, and now we have on the 50 tick chart, we have a nice 4-bar chop. My lovely 4-bar chop. So let's see if we get a breakout and in which direction. Currently on the 30 tick, I'm not getting a signal on a direction. We are at that level that I mentioned. It did break above it, but now it's kind of deciding where to go from there. We did have these triple clusters here, so there's a bit of a fight. Also, I mean, that was right when the news came out, so typically happens when it's in a news move, you'll get a lot of clusters. So now, just wait. Kind of inclined to believe this is going to come back down, but I mean, we've been in an overall short trend. Let's see where it goes. Settlement's right above too, so could try to make another little settlement run up here. So let's wait and see if we get some kind of indication. Oh, look at this. If we get a short and this sticks, I'll take this short. Maybe placing another mini magnet on the same level. So if that potential mini magnet holds and this bar closes down, that'll be my signal to push short. So that's what I look at. I look for little signals like that. So I'm gonna get ready for a simplicity short just in case. Just in case it wants to do that. And now on the 10 tick, you can see we've kind of created this little support here. So if it does close down and do that, then that'd be a nice short right under here. But it went away. See, it's gone. So no more little signal. Dang, market got me excited for nothing. It's like, oh, we got a signal, got a direction, potential signal, I should say. I would not be surprised if we see a cluster here on the 30 tick soon. It's a lot of struggling and orders kind of being built up. And I don't love a long simplicity for a couple reasons. Well, meaning I won't take a long. I'll wait for an LRE. Because looking here, and we got the cluster. Just said I wouldn't be surprised if we got a cluster. So right above we have settlement. Right above that we have this stack, triple, actually 4 levels there. 2 ZOIs, Paul, mini magnet. So I wouldn't want to take a simplicity right into all this. I prefer to wait. See, as you can see, spiked right up to settlement. I'd prefer to wait. Let's see if it actually keeps going. Breaks, comes up in this area, pulls back, and I'll take a LRE long right off of this area. Even though it's kind of close to settlement, and I don't like that, but I like this stack. It's a nice stack. So if it can break it and continue up, I would love a pullback off of that. Switch back to LRE? No, there wasn't any major change like that. Actually, I don't even know what the update was on the toolkit. It just said something to help it work better with the new NinjaTrader update. So I'm not exactly too sure. Probably something on the side that we don't really see. Okay. Got rejected at settlement for the moment. Seeing also got the breakout bar, but as I mentioned, right into settlement. So we'll see if we chop around here now or what it wants to do. At least it's given me something to talk about. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, yesterday I didn't have the deviations because it was still being all, worked on. Everything's good for me today. Could be, Preet. And I mean, it's a high impact press conference. Starts at 8:45, so it's not something that's just gonna like a report that's gonna come out. So just gotta kind of be a little cautious. What's that, Jeff? I was just kind of rambling, so I'm not sure. Not sure what part. Yeah, Jean, that was a toolkit update before this current one because there was one last week that just came out, and the description just said NT update to work better with NT8. Oh yeah, yesterday I had the deviation errors where I couldn't get devs. But that was yesterday. It's fine today. Oh, you're still getting the dev error? Dang. Did you clear cache and everything through your desktop assistant or the folder? Yeah. Yeah, mine was yesterday and it's good today. Yeah, so I guess they are still working on that end. All right, market, let's not stall out here. You were giving me something to talk about. Now you're not. So Tommy, I did because I set my computer and my NinjaTrader to Eastern time because, well, if your computer's set on Eastern time, NinjaTrader will automatically. But the reason why is because originally I'm in Central time, and I had only my NinjaTrader on Eastern and my computer on Central. And for the longest, for multiple months, my ice levels were off. I could not figure out why. Apex support could not figure out why. Nobody could figure out why. And then just one day I said, you know what, let me change my computer time also. And bam, sure enough, that's what fixed it. So I don't know. Oh, nice, Jeff. Try that, Vegas. Reload historical data. I think that's in. I think you got to go into tools and historical data. Nope, they're all automated except for, well, for us, they're all automated. Everything's automated except for these little cyan lines right here, like right there, right there. Those are walls, and Lori updates those on the server on her end when she sees things, and then I also do too. I put my own walls, but she does that. Other than that, everything auto plotted on there. Maybe getting that short I was looking at earlier. We have this ZOI crash here that laid right in here. I know this number's flashing like it's a huge HD, but it's more of it's not really in a trending HD. So I'm not putting a whole lot of weight to that. Because it's just really stuck in this area, and that's why it's accumulating so much so many orders, because it's just not really going anywhere right now. It's just accumulating. Hey, doctor, good morning. You have not missed anything. News came out at 8:30, so since then, it's been pretty sideways. Like that. Okay. Potential signal. Again, mini magnet laying on that same level where those mini magnets are potentially. Right there. So if we can get this down, close down, that'll be my signal that we're going to run a short. And I'll look for a short entry. But I need this potential mini magnet to hold, and this bar to come down, close down. And hopefully have an entry around there too. So let's see if this holds up. $0.7750 would be the down close, or the close of that bar. So $0.7750, and it'd be right under this dynamic magnet. So that'd be perfect entry. If I can get a simplicity entry around there. But I don't know, it's struggling to come down. Went away. Threw up a cluster, and the potential mini magnet went away. So continue to wait. Right now, where we're hovering around is yesterday's low. Right at about 0.9250, right here where we are. That was yesterday's low. All right, let's see if he wants to come back up and hit that settlement again, or break through, or chop. Anybody have a stick? Poke the market. So we have plenty of volume this morning. 113,000, almost 114,000. Plenty of volume. Last 2 days, pre-market was 60,000 and under. So Plenty of volume, plenty of liquidity. Just need some just decisions to be made. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm looking for. If this thing goes long, that's what I was saying. I want it to break above that and pull back to it to test it. That would be my optimal LRE. And that's how you got to look ahead. You just look ahead, spot areas that you'd say, "Ooh, I'd love a trade." And when you're in the elite room, you hear Lori say that a lot. She used to say that all the time. Like, "Ooh, I would love a trade off of this," or "I'd love a trade if it gets there." And that's how you look ahead, and that's how you can trade stress-free and not, because if you're just looking at what's happening now and not looking ahead, then you're always going to be, it can cause hesitation, uncertainty, and when it gets there, you're like, "Ooh, should I take it? Should I take it?" But when you're looking ahead, you already know you're going to take it. Like, I know without a doubt, if market comes up, breaks that stack on the 30, pulls up, pulls back to it, I know without a doubt I'm taking a long on that. Unless if something crazy happens, but I already know I'm looking for that. If it happens, I'm taking it. Then that helps you. I mean, you're just ready, You're ready. You're not going to miss it. You're not going to have any hesitating. And those are the ones you can live with if it loses, right? Because not every trade's guaranteed, but you're so certain about it. Everything looks great. And if it loses, well, it just lost. There's nothing to feel bad about. Just move on to the next one. It's the ones that you're like unsure about, and then you took it and it lost. You're like, could have avoided that one. I probably shouldn't have taken that trade. Those are the ones that kind of eat you up a little bit later on. Like, dang, if only I didn't take that trade. Man, we are stuck in this zone. This little range. Might be coming back down to that bottom again. I don't know if I'm ready to take a short underneath it because it keeps giving fake outs. I may just let it go and see if it actually runs out of it and wait for a pullback. But then at the same time, it's hit this bottom so many times. Eventually, it's going to go. But yeah, I'm not getting any other signal, any other indication it's going to run. So I'm just going to wait and see if I get an LRE. Because, like I showed a minute ago, some type of signal's telling me it's going to go if the bar closes or whatever. But it's giving me nothing right now. So, and we just had a big bar spike down. So I'm going to wait for the LRE. Get my ATM and stuff ready for that. Yeah, big bar. See, I would have wanted my entry down here anyways. And so, like, let's say you took an entry here, had a big bar spike down. I mean, this may go this time, but it's just, I'm getting no other signal other than simplicity. So I'm going to wait for it. And it's likely if it does, because it has those triple clusters to the left, it's likely that if it does start running down, it'll probably pull back to this area and give us a LRE short. Hopefully. But yeah, too many fake outs and no real signal that it's going to go. That's my key. Seen some fake outs. Now I'm getting no additional confirmation that it's going to go. It just laid a new green eye zone. So there's no way, no reason to risk it. Let it go and get the LRE if it goes. Yep. That's the way it goes, Jeff. All right. It may go. Let's see. Come on in, Q. Keep going. But now look real quick at the 10 tick. So we do have a move down, pull back, down. We do have some ODD building up, and we do have big hill, little hill down here on DR. So DR is fairly low. It's not extremely, but it is fairly low. It could reject here again and kind of either go up and chop or make its way back up. So we'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Jeff. If it does run a little further and pull back to test the clusters, or at least a cluster. And that's why it's so key to put all these charts together. You know, look at all of them. And that's why I only focus on one market at a time. So I can really get I don't want to miss anything, you know? So, like looking at the 10 tick here, that was an indication that it may run back up or may chop here. So we got this ODD, big hill, little hill. So, and then what you pointed out on the 30 tick, you know, we have the triple clusters. It'd be nice to get below those. Price came right down to that bottom of that cluster to the left there. What do we have over here? A mini magnet. So it's like, Now it's coming back up, testing that same level again. That level is strong. Now we may get, see, it keeps threatening mini magnets on that level. If we get a mini magnet closed and a bar closed down on that level, I'm going short. But it keeps seeming like it's threatening it. But it keeps going away, so. Yeah, that's what I was saying a little bit ago, Nikita. I don't really look at that, put too much weight into that HD because it's pretty much a sideways. It's not a trending HD. Market's in a clear sideways zone. And it's just because it's accumulating orders. That's why it has that much compared to the last pullback. The last pullback was during news, so there was like no orders in it. So that's why it's going to be that much difference. Yeah, Doctor. Big hill, little hill, that's the DR down here. It's going to be right there when you have big hill and then a little hill. What is the current version? NT. The current NT version, well, the one I'm on, I still don't think they recommended going to the most recent NT8 version. Oops. That's weird. I clicked something and something weird popped up. I have 8.1.1.1. And I think 0.3 is the newest one, but I think they're still not recommending that one. Yep, exactly, Jean. And you see how that did keep me out of that, because you could have said, all right, there's some momentum. It's pushing. It did break below, pull back, and you do have a wall, ZOI to bounce from. But yeah, that read right there told me this can either come up and chop or run right back up to the top. And as you can see, if I was watching the 10 tick live while this happened, you see how it ran up, pulled back down, laid this mini magnet right on this wall. So it's almost like comes up. It's almost like it's coming down, and then it's a push off. Bam, pushes off that wall. Lay that mini magnet. As soon as this bar comes up and closes, I'm already in the mindset of, okay, lay that mini magnet on the wall. It's more than likely going to come back up to near the top, at least the top of this little zone. Okay. Jeff, thanks for that info. Okay, so I guess there's another version out since the last one that I was aware of. All right, maybe we'll get the move back through settlement and through that stack. Or it could reject at settlement. Let's see what happens. It's 9:06 now. Okay, coming right back up to settlement again. Let's see if it breaks through. Again, going long, I want it to break through this 30 tick stack. Like, not barely, but kind of get up in this area here. And then pull back to the stack to test it. And that's where I'm going to go long. Don't know if it'll break right through that stack, though, this first try. Because, I mean, that's 4 levels stacked on a 30 tick. That's strong. That would make for a good low-risk bounce, probably, though. Short, right off of it. I do wish settlement wasn't here. No, I didn't, Doctor. Mine were like that yesterday. It just so happens they worked for me today, but a lot of people still have the deviation error issue today. I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that got it, that it's working for. But yeah, I had that error yesterday. Oh, Jeff did say he reloaded historical data. And it worked. Morning, Daniel. Not much happening so far, Daniel. Not sure anything will happen. It's 9:09. Give it about another 5-10 minutes, maybe. creating another 4-bar chop, potentially. Like, this has literally been my trading session this morning. 4-bar chop, 1 bar up, maybe 4-bar chop again. And nothing's really in between there. That's been really nice. I pretty much have slept through my trading session. See, look at this. That level is strong. Even coming down, threatening another potential mini magnet. How many times? So potential mini magnet was here. Then it tried to do another one here. Like 3 or 4 times, it's potentially laid a mini magnet on that same level, and then it just goes away and throws up a cluster. So there's a lot of indecision right now, right around this area. A lot of indecision. No, at least this morning it did give me quite a bit to talk about versus nothing. Like, I hate those mornings where it's just the market, at least the market's moving in a range and kind of giving me little potential this, potential that, so I can, have something to say. I hate when nothing's happening. I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I don't know. Unless somebody asks some kind of question. Sometimes I can find a little rant to go off of, but I kind of feel like changing this stream back from the 25K challenge just to live stream, because this 25K challenge didn't really go exactly as I wanted so far. I know once I'm trading regular hours, it's going to go a lot faster, but I'll just leave it. Since that's going to change soon. Get through that, and then I'll make like a follow-up video explaining why the heck it's taking so long. I mean, I know all y'all know, but I get random people sometimes like, oh, you've been 70 days and you're still at 25K. I'm like, yeah, about that. Let me, there's some things you may want to know. You and me both, Daniel. Vegas, yeah. I don't know. I'll probably do the next time, I'll probably do a 50K. I mean, it'll be much easier whenever I can. Because like I said, if I was able to stream my afternoon trading sessions, it'd be so much better because, I try to post the screenshots of the moves I get, but, it's different when I can talk through it. Nice. Congrats, ITM. I'm just going to call you ITM. ITM. In the money. You're in the money now. Oh, I will be starting. Correct. Oh, you actually meant for that to be in the money. Nice. Do you trade the Dow? It's like taking guesses at your name. It's kind of all I have to do right now with the way the market's moving. Yeah, I mean, with that 90% off sale, you could pretty much try anything as far as account sizes and stuff. Get a feel of what's good for you. Nice. It's 9:15. Even if this, so this is a bit of a signal that it'll try to push down. So see, it laid this mini magnet and Paul right here, right? Exhaustion boxes. But it's not what I would, because if it would have laid right here where these other levels were, that was the signal I was looking for. So it laid a little bit higher. So to me, that's more spread out and not a clear push down. I mean, it's good enough to push it down a little bit. As you can see, pushed it down right back to our bottom here, our current bottom of the 10-tick chart right there. So, but it wasn't in the ideal location. And it's funny, but those little details matter. Because there's been times, Lori taught me a lot. And there's been times where I'm like, oh, look at this. She's like, oh, no, you see this gap right there? That means it could probably chop, not push the way you're thinking. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, NFP tomorrow. All right, Vegas, have a good one. Trade well. See you later. Let's see here. Yeah, now look at this. Laid a mini magnet on the bottom here. So now we have a little bit of a hugger. Nothing nice. So that's gonna be the end of my session here this morning. That solidified that I'm not looking. It's getting too close to the open dark zone. Now we have this. Even if it kind of pulls down into this area, I'm not expecting just a run. So better off just holding off. So, all right. Calling it a morning. Thanks for joining me this morning, as usual. And let's see, what else? Don't really have much. We have, not really much else news to be aware of. So, anyways, all right. See y'all tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody, and trade well. See y'all later.